Hey, I'm Vincent, and at UniFirst Financial and Tax Consultants, we help people like you build real wealth with smart, tax-efficient strategies that actually perform, even when the market doesn't. One of our go-to strategies? Cash value life insurance. And I'll show you exactly how it works using a hypothetical case we call Max Stride, along with a real policy illustration so you can follow the numbers for yourself. Let's look at Max's policy growth. By age 35, Max has paid in $60,000 and accumulated $66,450 in cash value. At age 45, he's contributed $119,540, and his cash value has increased to $174,030, with a death benefit of over $684,000. At age 50, his total premiums reach $149,270, and his cash value hits $248,409. At age 55, Max has paid $178,990, and the policy has grown to $343,008. And by age 65, Max has paid in $238,620 and built $620,214 in cash value, with a death benefit of $1.24 million. That's powerful, long-term financial growth, without market exposure or annual tax drag. Why this strategy works? This isn't just about having life insurance. It's about having a financial engine that compounds quietly in the background, building equity while offering protection. You get tax-deferred growth, dual-value cash value plus permanent death benefit, consistent compounding regardless of market conditions. There's no guesswork here. It's all built right into the illustration. Let's see how it stacks up against other strategies. Roth IRAs are great, but they come with income limits, contribution caps, and age restrictions. 401k. Sure, you get a deduction today, but good luck accessing that money without taxes and penalties before retirement. A brokerage account is flexible, but you're on the hook for capital gains and market risk every step of the way. And even a savings account can give you easy access, but it's not building wealth. It's barely keeping up with inflation. Max's policy does what none of these can. It grows tax-deferred, offers tax-free access without age penalties, has no income limits or funding caps, and includes a guaranteed death benefit that protects his family and creates a legacy. It's not a savings account. It's not a retirement account. It's a wealth account with structure, control, and built-in guarantees. What you should remember: predictable, measurable growth, tax-free access to real cash, no contribution or income restrictions. Not just insurance, but a standalone, high-performance asset. And here's where it gets even better. Max's policy isn't just growing. It's available. That cash value can be used to fund opportunities, cover emergencies, or create flexibility, without taxes, without penalties, and without liquidation. And we're just getting started because we'll add on to this by showing how Max uses policy loans to tap into that value while keeping his plan working in the background. At this time, Max has built a pool of tax-deferred cash value. But instead of withdrawing from it like a Roth or IRA, he uses it as collateral. The insurance company issues a loan from its general account, using Max's policy as security, while the full cash value continues to grow uninterrupted. Let's explore how this works. Let's say Max borrows $50,000 to fund a business or investment. His entire cash value continues compounding. He controls the repayment schedule. No credit checks, no taxes, no penalties. The loan is private, flexible, tax-free, and backed by his own growing asset. So, why is this so powerful? Compare that to a Roth, brokerage, or savings account. When you pull money out of those, and it's gone, slowing down your growth or triggering taxes. Max is leveraging, not liquidating. His money is doing two jobs at once. So here's a silly idea. What if Max used his policy to buy a brand new car every 5 years? Instead of dealership financing or draining cash, he borrows $20,000 from his policy every 5 years and never repays a single loan. Let's go back to the illustration. In this scenario, Max takes out $160,000 total in policy loans from age 30 to 65, one every 5 years. He does not repay the principal, just the interest in cash annually. Even while financing cars, Max ends up with over $317,000 in available liquidity and leaves behind $943,000 tax-free. His money funded his lifestyle and kept growing, all while maintaining legacy and control. So let's recap. Up to age 65, Max has paid a total of $238,620 in premiums, $6,000 per year for the first 10 years and $5,954 per year for the next 30. After using policy loans totaling $160,000 and making no repayments. Again, his total premiums paid is $238,620 minus the total policy loans taken in the amount of $160,000, making his total net out-of-pocket cost $78,620. That is all he paid for the policy. So what does this mean? Simple. Max effectively spent just $78,620 out of pocket over 40 years, while driving a new car every 5 years, paying no taxes, and letting his cash value keep growing the entire time. And by age 65, he still has $317,955 in net cash surrender value. Talk about full control and access to capital without touching savings, selling stock, or answering to a bank. This is how smart people build wealth and live life, with liquidity, control, and guaranteed growth. Now let's see how you, or Max, can actually apply this in real life. If you or Max wants to flip a property or remodel your home, instead of applying for a loan or draining your savings, you can take a $60,000 policy loan. No credit check, no approval process, no taxable event, and your cash value keeps growing. It's just that simple. What about if you decide to invest in a startup or scales your business? Imagine no banks, no debt, no hoops, just full control. Moreover, consider this if you have children. What if you, or in this case Max, wants to help pay for a family member's college tuition? A cash value life insurance will eliminate FAFSA penalty, 529 plan restrictions, and more importantly, no tax hit. A 529 plan can't do that. Furthermore, what about helping family? Yes, you can help your family without jeopardizing your own plan. You can cover a family emergency without actually touching savings or cashing out stock. Fast, discreet, and strategic. Talk about a powerful financial strategy. Now you've seen how this strategy can protect your present, fund your goals, and build a legacy that lasts. But imagine being able to turn that same policy into a tax-free income stream during retirement. What if this wasn't just a safety net, but a tool for freedom, flexibility, and financial confidence in every stage of life? Remember, we stated before, you didn't make any repayments toward the car loans? You'd still walk away with your cash value, $318,000. This can be used as supplemental income in retirement. But since this is your own cash system, your own bank, what if you chose to repay those loans instead? Let's look at an alternate scenario, one where Max pays himself back and unlocks even greater long-term results. Based on the illustration, with loans fully repaid, Max's cash value at age 65 is upwards of $620,000. Assuming he retires at 65, he can fully take $40,000 annually in tax-free income. In the same manner, he took the loans out in the alternate scenario. To be honest, $40K is a very conservative estimation, and it can be more depending on how we want to design this policy, as you can see here. Now let's step back and look at the power of this strategy. By age 65, Max paid in approximately $238,000 in premiums, and again has a cash value upwards of $620,000. He used the policy to fund his current needs, financing multiple vehicles, supporting family, investing in real estate, and more. And now in retirement, he's still using that same system to generate a tax-free income stream. Throughout the life of the policy, the loan balance has never exceeded his available cash value, meaning this policy was never in danger of lapsing. And here's the most important part. If anything ever happened to Max, his family would still receive the difference between his total death benefit and any outstanding loan balance. Let's look at that in real terms. At policy year 50, age 75, the projected loan balance is approximately $419,000. All the money he's withdrawn in retirement so far, and yet still has a cash value, is $644,000, and a death benefit is $1,205,495. At policy year 60, age 85, his loan balance is $838,000 plus and cash value of $891,000. At policy year 70, age 95, the loan balance is $1.2 million and the cash value is $1.353 million. At policy year 80, age 105, the loan balance would be $1,676,800. Cash value is $2,030,671, and the net death benefit is $2,242,253. That means even after decades of tax-free income, Max has not only used his policy to support his family, fund his business ventures, and cover key life events, he still continues to draw tax-free income during retirement. And despite all that, he still leaves behind a multi-generational, tax-free legacy that grows well into his later years. All of this was made possible by contributing $500 per month. That's strategy. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in to Max Stride's Wealth Building Secret. You might be wondering, wasn't this all about life insurance? Technically, yes. But more importantly, it's about using that insurance to solve real-world financial problems. Throughout this presentation, we focused on the living benefits of cash value life insurance, the kind that helps you build wealth, access liquidity, and protect your loved ones. But there's more to the story. This strategy also helps mitigate risks that can derail even the best retirement plans. Things like market volatility, rising taxes, inflation, longevity, and reduced access to future government programs. Through it all, Max's family enjoyed financial protection. And Max, he built a plan that gave him flexibility, control, tax-free income in retirement, and a lasting legacy. If this helped you, go ahead and subscribe, follow us on social, and share this with someone who could benefit from it. And if you're ready to put this strategy to work for yourself or your business, reach out today. We'd love to show you how to turn your income into a future of tax-free wealth and legacy. Again, thank you. Be safe and stay blessed.